see. When we've got some of that, it's looking, the details are standing out a little more. There we go. Now, it looks like the wash has dried in the skin area, so let's just re-establish the tone of the skin in those areas. And to do that, all we have to do is go back into the skin colour we put on originally, and this is going on all the raised areas, keeping completely out of any shadow areas, or any recessed areas rather. And we'll do this on all over the mini where there is skin tone. Raised areas will get covered in this, kind of, and recessed areas won't be touched. Now we have some fun here with the face because there is not much of it to see, but we will do our best to try and raise the skin tone from there and pick out details. There we have it. That's that bit done. Now this is a paler skin tone. I may actually go in and use some of the whatchamacallit, some of the toners that came with the thing. Pigment Toner. I might do, who knows. So that's that bit done. Now we're going to be using, when I can find it, and only when I can find it, just a little bit of skeleton bone. I have 2 pots of this and one has gone missing. I don't know whether I've put it in the pot for going to the art club tomorrow or not, I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We'll just pop some of this. And there's not much of this to be used, but I'm just going to use it just to go down here. Just like so. And that will do nicely. I'm happy with that. There we are. I'm also going to do that on the, no, I'm going to use this also on the back of the legs where we have that. I'm going to take some of it off on there, and just gently wipe it on a paper towel. And there we are. And we'll just wipe it down, just like so, to show that there is something there, even though you can't necessarily tell what it is, but there's straps and things holding the shin guards on. Now, let us go into Dorado Skin, the second skin tone colour. Oops, first of all, give it a shake. Give it a good shake, that's what we want. And we'll pop some down here. Again, we don't want much of this because, as I say, there's not much of the skin tone showing. Also take some of the amber skin as well. I don't know how much this amber skin is going to be different to the skeleton bone, but we will find out. I can see there is a bit of a difference. Slightly darker, slightly more creamier colour. But we'll take this in there and a little bit of this. That's going to be for later. I've just realised I'm at the wrong stage so far. Okay, so we'll just add some of this to the muscles. And the raised areas. Just like so. Not covering everywhere, of course, leaving some of the previous colour visible. There we are. And definitely making sure that we leave the whatchamacallit. What's the word I'm looking for? Definitely make sure that we leave the recesses. It's dark as well, don't paint any of those. Just going to paint a little bit under the, show a little bit of a shine, shall we say. And then we can move on to here. And move down here. There we go. And now go on the nose, chin, there we are. That looks about right. Next up, let's get some more metallics on the go. This time not part of the coloured paint set. We're looking for something that's going to highlight them. And for that, we're going to use Shining Silver. Again, this is not part of the colour metallics range. It's a colour that's been out for a while on its own, and it's really nice for, it would be really nice if it would come out. I think we've got a bit of a clog. Somewhere along the line. Yep, need to get a pin. Need to get a pin, just delve into it. There we are. No, it's not. What's the word I'm looking for? We don't want a lot of this, but too much came out on the off, straight on the off. So what we need to do is just make sure we clean it up a little, and then we can go back to painting with it. Now again, we're not going mad with this, so it's just going to be a case of a few strokes here and there. Just like so. We need that, and it's almost as if I'm edge highlighting with this. In fact, technically speaking, I suppose I am. It's not a technique I do like. I don't think it looks brilliant, but you know, sometimes it's the only way to get certain things painted and highlighted. Just make sure that the end of these get a coating in this silver as well. Also do the edges of other metallic areas, just to make sure there is a highlight to them. There we are. And make sure that it all looks as it should. And I'm going to go over the feet of this fellow with this as well, because I think this will look about right with it, because there's a nice little brown background to it. It might work quite well, but we'll carry on with this and don't try to make it look as though light is hitting. We can do some things in the middle just to make a few little spots of interest. Now let's get the middle of that done. We can go over the top here. We'll do this bit. That bit. Now I'm going to make it look as though it's highlighted. The entire mini isn't as hard as I thought to paint. I'm surprised it's actually surprised at it, because I thought it was going to take me a lot longer than this to get as far as I have. But never mind, I'm not complaining. There we are. And now I just need to do something with this helmet. Now I'm going to take some of this silver. I'm going to take some of this turquoise colour. I'm going to make it a little paler. In fact, a lot paler. And I'm going to add it to the helmet in the form of just a line right down the middle here. There we are. In fact, I'm going to take it on both sides, so I'm going to have the entire thing. I was trying to just do the little line in the middle, but I've changed my mind on that. I started painting it. Changed my mind. I'm going to do something a little different than what I was initially intending to do. I'm going to take this and run it around this little edge here, and then I can once again hit it with some silver in order to highlight it. There we are. Okay, so I'm just washing my brush out. Let's go back into silver. Now some areas need like a good strong colour, but when you're doing metallics you don't need to do that. You just need to add some little lines, little marks here and there, just a very pale metallic colour, and that will emphasise it enough that it is in fact metal. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is take some of the, what is it called? I'm going to go back into this because I need some more night scales. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that down. And pop it over here. And get some of the silver. Put that in it. Make a nice gunmetal colour. And that we'll use for the axe head. There we go. And just make sure everywhere on this is covered. And then we can highlight it. There we are. Next job, highlighting the skin a little more. I'm going to add, this is the colour we had earlier, which is a mix of the medium and the pale skin tones, the Dorado skin and the amber skin. Now we're just going to add a little touch to these muscles that we defined earlier. There we go. Not, again, we're not going over all of the previous colour. We're leaving that, or some of that, behind. There we are. And mouth. Well, chin rather than mouth. There we are. Now, let's go back into the silver just to highlight the blade. Is there anywhere else that needs highlighting? Don't think so. Oh yes. The bit that we just did with the turquoise colour. We'll do that. And I think we're almost ready with this. There we go. So what we need to do next is the pale colour for the skin. We really need a much smaller brush for this bit. Going to have to get some. And for this, we'll just touch in the very centre of these, just to add the final highlight and make everything look a little brighter. Not going everywhere. Just a little touch here and there. Dee dee dee. Dee 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 dee. And now I'll just do his nose and his chin. I'll try and get in for his teeth. Oops. Just taking a header. That's that. Now while we're waiting for everything to dry, oh hang on, I've just realised I've not highlighted his leather skirty thing. So let's do that. I'll just add some little red. Oh yeah. I need to go over. I need to go back into the silver for the bit at the back because I've not done any of them. There we go. Let's go into that and we can just go over. There we are. Okay, so that's that done. Next, what I want to do is I want to try the Garnet Pigment Toner. Now this is supposed to be like a glaze that you can put over it. And hopefully it will blend on the paints. Now it looks a bit thick for a glaze. Let's see if I need to do anything else. let's add a little bit of the war paints mixing medium in with it, just to water it down a touch. I don't know whether it'll work or what, but I'm not exactly sure about this. I've not used this one before, I don't think. I may have used it in a little bit. It's going on quite thinly. Not quite sure whether it's supposed to be going on like this, but I thought I'd give it a try. I'm hoping it's going to I mean, my thought is hopefully we'll make the wash colours, not the wash colours, the highlight colours stand out, or sink back. Let's have a try on this one as well. No, that's not. I've already finished that one. I'm not fluffing about with it. So, yeah, there we are. That's it. I've showed you how to do the bases. I'm going to do the same kind of thing on this one as I did on this one, which is just go over with sand and paint it up. It's had, this one is, let's feature this one. It has had its varnishing. It's had a gloss varnish, then a matte varnish, and as you can see, I've put some blood for the blood god in a couple of places, hides any defects in the resin. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do for this one. So the finished product I'll put up as a photograph at the end of the video as usual. Let's just add a little bit more red there, see how it works. Again, I'm not quite sure, but if I need to adjust anything or whatnot, we can come back to this. So I'm going to leave it overnight to dry and come back and have a look at it tomorrow. Oh, one thing I haven't done, which I've just noticed, is highlight the axe handle. So I'm going to get a couple of different colours. Going to get the red and mix that with a little bit of the silver and go over this handle part here. There we are. That I think is all I'm doing for it. It looks okay. Doesn't need much in the line of colour for it. I just want to add a little bit of silver to there, and then that is it. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks to Andy Painter for sending me the metallic colours paint set and for sponsoring this video or this series of videos. And thank you once again to Andy from Wigan Wargames Club for allowing me to do these little whatchamacallit, I haven't done anything with that yet. Hang on, bear with me, I've just noticed. Take a little bit of the black into there, then a little bit of, let's use this Dorado skin to make a little greyish colour, and then we'll just go down here with that colour, and then add a little bit of the desert sand. Where have I put that now? There. Lost myself slightly to make it a little paler, and add a few little marks here and there. That will do. Don't need to go mad. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so we're done. I hope you've enjoyed it. So once again, thanks to our painter, thanks to Andy, and thanks to you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it and you've got some tips or tricks or anything you find useful out of it, then please subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you'll not miss any future videos that I put up. Subscribe, and if you want, you can always help out financially as well by going over to Patreon or buy me a coffee. Well, there we are. There's a lot of ways you can help the channel grow and become better and better. But that's it for this video. As always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.